warring communities in this country. That in fact, it can happen. It can return to the glory days. This is what we are experiencing now.
I was reliably informed that competition, Barry Chevannes also have a hand in its formulation.
Yes, very much so. Well, Barry was about peace, you know. His whole idea of the university township idea was an idea of peace. He was also the chairman of the Violence Prevention Alliance, and he was also a part of the PMI, the Peace Management Initiative. So he and Horace Levy and yourself were always about peace, and if communities can live together, because after all, you see, universities are supposed to be not just centers where people come and get degrees. Where universities are situated, they are supposed to be centers that bring communities together. They should impact communities. That should be the purpose of universities. And so his whole idea was that the university, it should be a center of peace. It should be an area where people feel safe, and where there is violence, it is the responsibility of the university to reach out and work towards preventing violence and creating stable communities.
And very well said. And so I'm going to ask that, I'm going to ask you, will you be in attendance on the 30th for the prestigious award? I am sure that invitation will be sent to you, if not it's sent to you before.
Well, I've been invited to all sorts of things here. We have, as I said, we're reconnecting. And the last time when we came here on the site, to visit the site, I was invited to the homecoming, I was invited to all of the activities. And I must say that some of the members of the community in the diaspora, we are still connected, and we speak from time to time. And that is another wonderful thing about this community, that even when people leave, when people migrate, from this community, they still consider themselves a part of the community and keep in touch and contribute to what is happening in the community. So I definitely will be there.
Thank you. I'm going to ask that other members of the Chevannes group that is here who wish to speak to us. I get to understand that your daughters are here. I would really like to ensure that we hear from one of them. So I want to say,
I would also like to suggest that you speak with one of the overseas organizers, the persons that I refer to as the younger generation, in whom I'm well pleased. I would like you to speak with one of them in relation to the whole organization of this day and how they see it and why it is that they are continuing the legacy.
All right, I'm going to ask our team to just make that contact. So after this, after the other musical interlude from the studio, we'll return with such a person. So I want to say thanks to Mrs. Chevannes, and I want to tell you that I'm very pleased to be right here because I too was touched by Prof. Chevannes. He was a person who actually facilitated me going to university. Look, I never dreamed that I would be in a university, and Professor Chevannes, he was light, and I get to understand many other persons here in the community. So, we'll try and find them and talk to them, because this day belongs to Prof. Chevannes. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
We'll return to the studio for a short musical interlude, and then we're going to return with one of the Chevannes' daughters. And we want to also hear from one of the organizers for the family in the diaspora. So please stand by.